Yo, what up, YouTube? This is my fifth video I'm finna do. I'm finna switch it all together up from all of the other stuff I was doing, and I'm finna do some questions about the Bible. Now, I got a lot of questions about the Bible. I'm getting more into it than I ever been in my life. I used to read it a little bit when I was younger, but now I'm reading it just from beginning to end. And I have a couple questions that just really don't make no sense to me. And I just got a new mic. Somebody bought me this mic. I don't like all these colors on here, but my audio's terrible in those other videos, so I just had to get a mic. But it's so crazy. I know that I'm supposed to be doing this video because this like my seventh time trying to do this interview. I mean this video, and every time I try to do it, just something happened that stopped the video. So that's how I know I'm supposed to do this video, and I just gotta keep on pushing and get through it. But the first question I have on the Bible is the Jacob story and why he was blessed so much and he was such an evil person. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with me for having these questions because anything that somebody's telling you that you shouldn't question, you should question it even harder. Unless God come down and tell you something, even then I would be skeptical. I would be skeptical because it's so much technology and you got neural links and all of this stuff. Somebody might be talking to you telepathically, acting like God. So I just don't think that questioning the Bible is an issue. And it's multiple verses in the Bible with people questioning God to while He's talking to them. They're asking Him questions. They're just not blindly doing, even though they would do it, but they would still ask Him questions. You feel me? So we gonna start off with Jacob. Like I said, I have a lot of questions, but this is the first one, and anybody out there could comment or anything or try to correct me or tell me what if I'm in the wrong train of thought. But we gonna start off in Genesis 25:21. Isaac prayed to the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was childless. The Lord answered his prayer, and his wife Rebekah became pregnant. The babies jostled each other within her, and she said, "Why is this happening to me?" So she went to inquire of the Lord. The Lord said to her, "Two nations are in your womb, and two peoples from within you will be separated. One will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." When the time came for her to give birth, there were twin boys in her womb. The first came out was red, and his whole body was hairy like a garment. So they named him Esau. After this, his brother came out with his hand grasping Esau's heel. So he was named Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when Rebekah gave birth to them. The boys grew up, and Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the open country, while Jacob was content staying at home amongst the tents. Isaac, who had a taste for wild game, loved Esau, but Rebekah loved Jacob. So Jacob basically didn't do anything but stay in the house with his mother, and his brother provided for the family. The father was older, so he couldn't do nothing. Esau was the person that was going out hunting and bringing the food back and doing everything to maintain the household. So once when Jacob was cooking some stew, Esau came in from the open country from hunting, famished. He said to Jacob, "Quick, let me have some of your red stew. I'm famished." Jacob replied, "First, sell me your birthright." He said, "Look, I'm about to die." Esau said, "What's good is a birthright to me?" But Jacob said, "Swear to me first." So he swore an oath to him, selling his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau some bread and lentil stew. He ate and drank and then got up and left. So Esau despised his birthright. So this is the first question, or the first thing that Jacob did. This is the first snaked out act that he did towards his brother, is by telling him, "I'm gonna let you die unless you sell me your birthright." And a lot of people I see in the comments, because I've looked this up and questioned this and looked at the comments, and the main comment that I saw a lot was he was stupid enough to sell it. Like, this is the mind state of people. He was stupid enough to sell it, so that's what he get. But they not gonna question nothing Jacob did. If I'm about to die of hunger and my brother in here cooking, first of all, I'm taking it. I'm not finna ask you for nothing. If I'm about to die and there's some food in here that I provided, that should let you know what type of dude Esau is. That he wasn't even on his death, that he wasn't just gonna go take the food strong arm from his brother. And his brother snaked him for the birthright. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how like someone like this could be such a blessing, get such blessings from God. And even if his father did give him a blessing, God has to give you the blessing to give your son. So if God see that this was a false blessing or a blessing that was given or gotten out of being some type of a snake or doing something deceitful or mischievous, I don't think that he would honor that blessing. But if I'm wrong, just let me know. So this is the second example of Esau getting snaked out by his brother. Now this is Genesis 27. It said, when Isaac was old and his eyes were weak, that he could no longer see, he called Esau his oldest son and said to him, my son. This one a little longer, but it's a good story and it's something that you need to, you know, you will understand my question more when y'all read this one as well. He says, here I am. Isaac said, I am now an old man and don't know the day of my death. Now then, get your equipment, your quiver and bow, and go out to the open country to hunt for some wild game for me. Prepare me the kind of tasty food I like and bring it to me to eat, so that I might give you my blessing before I die. Now Rebekah was listening as Isaac spoke to his son Esau. When Esau left for the open country to hunt game and bring it back, Rebekah said to her son Jacob, look, I overheard your father say he was about to bless your brother Esau. Bring me some game and prepare me some tasty foods so that I might give you this blessing in the presence of the Lord before I die. Now, my son, listen carefully and do what I tell you. Go out to the flock, bring me 2 choice young goats so I could prepare some tasty food for your father, just the way he likes it. Then take it to your father to eat so he may give you the blessing before he dies. Jacob said to his mother Rebekah, but my brother Esau is a hairy man while I have smooth skin. What if my father touches me? It would appear that I am tricking him and he will put down a curse on me instead of a blessing. His mother said to him, my son, let the curse fall on me. Just do as I say. So he went, got the sheep, brought them back to his mother. She prepared tasty food just the way his father liked it. Then Rebekah took the blessed clothes from her son Esau, which he had in the house, and put them on her younger son Jacob. She also covered his hands with smooth part of his neck with goat skin. Then she handed her son Jacob tasty food and bread, and that she had made. He went to his father and said, my father. Yes, my son, he answered. Who is it? Jacob said to his father, I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you told me. Please sit up and eat some of my game so that you can give me your blessing. Isaac asked his son, how did you find it so quickly? The Lord gave me success, he replied. Then Isaac said to Jacob, come here so I could touch you, my son, so I could really know if you're Esau or not. Jacob went close to his father Isaac, who touched him and said, the voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are of Esau. He did not recognize him, for his hands were hairy like those of his brother. Then he proceeded to bless him. He said, are you really my son? He asked. He said, I am. Then he said, my son, bring me some of your game to eat so I may give you my blessing. Jacob brought it to him. He ate it. Then he brought him some wine and he drank. Then his father Isaac said to him, come here, my son, and kiss me. So he went to him, kissed him. When Isaac caught the smell of his clothes, he blessed him and said, smell of my son is like the smell of a field that the Lord has blessed. May God give you heaven's dew and earth's riches, an abundance of grain and new wine. May nations serve you and people bow down to you. Be Lord over your brothers, and may the sons of your mother bow down to you. May those who curse you be cursed, and may those who bless you be blessed. Isaac finished blessing him, and Jacob scarcely left his father's presence. His brother Esau came in from hunting. He too prepared the food that he went out and caught for his father. Then he came back to his father and said, Father, please sit up and eat some of the game that I have made for you. His father said, who are you? He said, I am your son Esau. So basically, he snaked his brother. This is the second snaking that he done snaked his brother, and that was on account of his mother. Then you received a blessing from it that was meant for your brother Esau. But another question that I have about this that I'm confused with is, in the beginning, God told Rebecca that her youngest son will rule over her oldest son. So if Jacob stole the birthright from his brother, that means he's the oldest son and Esau's the youngest son. So if that's true, then Esau, it seemed like Jacob snaked himself out. He should have still been the old, you know what I'm saying? The younger brother was supposed to been the person who was running the show. If y'all understand what I'm saying, let me say it again. If God told Rebecca that her youngest son would rule over her oldest son, and Jacob is now the oldest son because he snaked the birthright, so that means Esau should rule over Jacob if everything is the way that they say it is in the Bible. So I'm confused about that. And then there were other ones as well, like when he married the two sisters because he liked Leah so much over Rachel. I mean, he liked Rachel so much over Leah, and the father tricked him and all of this. God told Moses that that's one of the biggest things that you can't do is marry two sisters. So he did so much stuff in his book that just made him come out to be like a bad person, and he ended up being the leader of the 12 tribes. He fathered the 12 tribes of Israel. So I'm just like, I'm confused as how someone this evil could get so many blessings from God. And even if God did give those blessings, why couldn't he renege on the blessing once he found out that Jacob was doing all this snake stuff to get the blessings? Even the father, he couldn't take the blessing back, but you not giving the blessing. The blessing is coming from God through you. So why, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff that he did. Like he said, your brother came but deceitfully took your blessing. So that's just the questions that I have that really don't make no sense to me. And I think I have the right to ask these questions. And it might just be what it is. God, it might not be who we think God is, or what we've been portrayed our whole life that God is. Maybe he's not that. And if you believe in the Bible, you can't think it, because there's so many other, it's like a contradicting, because even with like Saul would make mistakes and he would get punished. Jacob make mistakes and he, not even mistakes. Saul, I don't know, maybe Saul was doing it on purpose, but sometimes people in the Bible did stuff on accident that they just weren't aware of, and they got murdered for it. But Jacob was doing a lot of stuff like intentionally. Those weren't mistakes. And he got blessed for it. Like the biggest blessing. You're the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. So I'm confused. And I think I have the right to be confused. Like, I'm not a brainwashed person, so it's just some things I don't understand. And I don't think nobody should understand. But like I say, I'm not trying to hate on the Bible, because there's a lot of stuff in the Bible that is extremely important. And it's a lot of lessons in it. Even this, like, I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. It just makes me look at the world different. That's all. I just look at the world different if these are the people who was getting the blessings. And I want to know what was the difference between him and why he was blessed so much over other people. So, but like I say, I'm going to come back to y'all with some more videos about the Bible and more questions. I think my next one is going to be about, I don't know, I got to think about it. Probably about Joseph, and when he was stocking all of the grains and stuff and selling them and taking everybody's land, because God gave him information or thoughts to read dreams. Then he knew about the famine coming, so he stockpiled, and then he used that to take everybody's land. You feel me? Like, it's just certain things that's like, it would be so, like, it's Donald Trump type stuff. You feel me? But And reading the Bible also makes me realize why Israel moves the way they do, because God was sending people in the Bible to kill people. Like, I never knew the Bible was this cracking. Like, they got people thinking that the Bible is some like lame book that's boring, and it's so many murders in the Bible. The Bible is 25% people getting murdered. The people on God's side, the people against God, good people. It was one part of the Bible where it was a group of innocent people who they didn't have no ops or nothing, but they had good land and water and honey, and God sent the Israelites over there to kill all of them, to take the land because they needed the land. So how could you be mad at Israel for doing anything, even though I don't believe that they the real Israelites, but they're trying to move according to the Bible. The Bible tells them to go kill anybody, knock down their churches, destroy their pillars, destroy whatever God they believe in, and take their land. This is what the Bible is telling people to do. I never knew this, but most people don't read the Bible. But we gonna stick to Jacob on this one. So if you have any answers to me as to why Jacob was so evil and he got so many blessings, like I say, from tricking Esau out of his birthright, to tricking his sick father, to marrying two sisters, which God despised, even though God didn't tell him this, but God didn't tell the people of Sodom. He didn't tell the people of the world. He told certain people, and he destroyed the world. He destroyed Sodom. So why wasn't he destroyed, and why was he blessed? So YouTube, comment, subscribe, like. Let me know what y'all think about this topic.